Hey everybody, welcome back to day 53. Get fit with me or stay fat, whichever you want. Both, you can do both. You can do neither, whatever you want. So the exercises for today, I'm gonna be on the maxi climber for a song, just a random song. I'm gonna be doing 12 back extensions, a minute on the stability ball, so a ball balance, 12 overhead press, 12 side shoulder raises, and 12 front shoulder raises. And then in between each of these rounds, I'm going to be doing maxi climber for another song. I also have my little orange timer. So I'm going to be doing as many rounds as happen to happen in between however many songs it takes me to do 20 minutes on the maxi climber. And it's kind of funny when you think about it, because if I want to do less rounds, I have to be on the maxi climber for a longer consecutive amount of time. I have to choose a longer song. And if I want to do a shorter time on the maxi climber, even though it'll still be 20 minutes overall, I need to end up choosing to do more rounds. So I'm aiming for 3 to 4 minutes per song. I'm expecting 5 to 6 rounds of sets. So goals for today, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of didn't try. I succeeded in one of them. Sleep goal, obviously not. Caffeine goal, I was like, screw it, I'd like a 1/3 cup. So I had 24 ounces. Calories, I'm at 2322, and protein, I'm at 142. I know where pretty much all of my protein came from. It came from this awesome like turkey salad that I made, because you know what really sucks about like the salads, like tuna salad and chicken salad and egg salad, is that in order for you to eat these things as a salad, you really need the mayonnaise. And mayonnaise, it's made almost entirely out of oil, so the calorie content is very, very high and the protein content is 0. And it's funny because before I started doing this, I kind of thought there were more eggs in mayonnaise. There aren't. It's just oil. It's whipped oil. There's some egg yolk in it, like that's it. But you can substitute the mayonnaise with cottage cheese, which I kind of don't like. I know that people eat it with fruit, and I can't figure out how or why you would want to ruin fruit that way. But the cottage cheese is perfect for the salads. It makes everything more moist and more palatable. It's tasty. If you end up adding like onion powder or garlic powder or actual just onion and garlic, it takes on the flavor very well. And tonight I did a turkey salad with like a 1/2 cup of cottage cheese, some cheddar cheese, a bunch of Rob's homemade bread and butter pickles, and like a whole tomato. It was awesome. And I think it made up something like 68 grams of protein in that dinner alone. Just blew that protein goal through the roof. Awesome. But at the same time, there were a lot of things I didn't need. I ended up having that 1/3 cup of coffee. And coffee is just a vehicle that transports cream and sugar. So that's really how I view coffee. That's why the coffee's there. Had a couple of cookies, started breakfast with an apple fritter. But what's also interesting is how easy it was. Like once again, I'm like, man, I could house like 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day and really not even be trying. So I'm gonna get started with my exercises, and I will see you when I'm done. All right, so I completed over 12.5 minutes on the maxi climber, but I'm feeling a little bit of a discomfort type of tension in my right calf. So I feel a little disappointed not to be able to finish, but I really wanna work out tomorrow and not like nuke myself tonight. The exercises have been good. My balance on the stability ball we're working on it. And I'm happy to at least finish out this round. Moving on. So I do have a logbook, and the logbook is something that I fill out daily. Now I was doing date, weight, calorie consumption, protein consumption, calorie deficit, exercise that I was doing, and how I was feeling that day, because that's very important. I kept on doing it with weight and basically stopped doing it with everything else. I think I need to start doing it again, because having that little bit of mindfulness is incredibly helpful. And I know that some people say like, oh, you don't want to weigh yourself every day, like you'll become obsessive. Like, yeah, I can see how that would happen. But at the same time, I feel like I'm 43. I'm in a pretty good headspace that I'm not beating myself up when I look at the scale every day. It's just something I write down, and it is what it is. What's important is recognizing the pattern that I see. And this is where logging the calories and logging my protein was also really important, because logging my calories and being able to see that I am consistently going over where I would like to be, or that I'm consistently not in a deficit. When I'm seeing that, and I'm also seeing my weight stay pretty much the same, it's a good indication to me that I'm stalling, I'm not making progress, and that there are definitely things that I can do to make that better. The songs that I managed to get through, the first one was The Whole World by Outkast, and that song is about 5 minutes long. The second was Low by Flo Rida, which, side note, took me like many years of listening to him before I was like, oh, also spells Florida. And Rob was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh my God, is that why he's always talking about like Dade County and other stuff in Florida? And he was like, yeah, yep, it is. So that took me a minute. Anyway, Low was about 4 minutes. And then the last song that I did was Beyonce, Run the World, 4 to 5 minutes. So 12 and a half minutes total on the maxi climber, 3 rounds, 36 reps each. That balance ball, man, my thighs were burning. I'm just gonna cool down on the bike. That's one thing I haven't been doing fantastically well lately, is cooling down. So sometimes I've done a pretty intense workout and then I'm like, oh good, I'm done. And I kind of just plop on the floor and try to finish editing a video. I don't know. I'm done for tonight. Thanks again, everyone, for letting me join you. It's always good to be here. I'm gonna go cool down now like someone who's responsible with their body and their workouts, and I will see you tomorrow.